Tell me, what exactly is the precise level of propaganda that a person would have to swallow in order to become seriously convinced that being a housewife is actually some form of oppression? Because if that were the case, that would mean that there are multitudes of women out there every single day actively and genuinely seeking out their own oppression, wouldn't it? Because many women will tell you that they want nothing more in their lives than a provider man who will take care of all of their needs so they don't have to work, so they can do what they want and ultimately be caretakers to the home and the household. But yet there are some out there that would have you view that as being oppressed because they don't think that there aren't men out there that wouldn't love to switch places with some of those women in a heartbeat. But here's the question in regards to that. How many men have you actually asked that question of?
Yeah, what you doing? Get in the car.
So you're not gonna open the door?
Ain't nothing wrong with your hands.
Gosh. You're tripping.
Whatever.
Look at it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
All on one check?
Yes.
Nah, separate checks, please.
Separate.
Yeah, what's up?
You're not gonna pay for my drink.
Shit, we ain't dating. We friends.
Okay. You can't pay for our friend's drink?
It's a woman's world, right? You can pay for mine, right?
No.
Okay.
I'm not paying for yours.
Right. Separate check,
Like, what
please.
is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Anyways,
Whatever. Hey, y'all take Apple Pay? Yes.
You being funny.
No. I'm paying for my own.
Yeah, I want you to taste this new tequila.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, it hit. It really
Okay.
hit. Right.
All right, hold on for a minute.
How long?
Oh, hey, what's up, shorty? Yeah. Right now? Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm just hanging with my friend. No, it's nothing. Yeah, I'm on my way right now. Yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna try that tequila later on. I got this.
Later.
I wanted to meet.
The apartment right there.
Okay, I got a date.
Okay, well, I want to go. Let's go.
You want to go on a date with my date?
There's no way you got a date. Y'all probably thinking it ain't no date.
Whatever. You'll take me with you on your date?
I will, and I will.
You're being weird. No, just send me some tequila. Stop tripping.
No, you tripping.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you can't afford a woman's lifestyle, then date within your budget. Stop shaming women for wanting what you can't provide.
The problem with this is that women expect men to pay for them at all. Because I would never get into a relationship with someone and be dating someone and expect them to pay for anything for me. Because that is my job. They're not my dad, they're my partner. I can make my own money. I can pay for my own life. Thank you very much. I did it before him. Why shouldn't I be expected to do it after him? Because a man is now in your life doesn't mean you should expect him to suddenly pay for your nails and pay for your hair and pay for like, no, that's so entitled. And that is not something you should be expecting from a guy you're dating. If you guys are married, different story. But if you're just dating, what? Come on, let's be so for real. You are not entitled to a man's money just because you exist and you're a woman. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality.
She's going out with her friends, celebrating a birthday party. It's
Sure.
a girl thing. 15 girls are going to be there. She's known them forever. You would tell her, no, you can't go to that because you're going to a club.
I would tell her, you can go and do whatever you do, but you will be single when you return.
But why?
She's putting the relationship in a risky situation.
Why? Why would she be...
What are nightclubs for?
Nightclubs are for meeting other people. But I've also seen just as many innocent encounters where women want to go to both dance with their friends, have a great time, and I don't see the issue with it.
You're going to be in an area where there's a bunch of thirsty men offering your girl liquor, trying to dance with her, puts the girl in a bad position. Here's the other thing too. She could get drunk and something could happen. And then next thing you know, bam.
If you trust your partner and you trust their friends and they're all going out to the club and she wants to have a good time, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
Ever been to a club?
Yeah.
What was that club?
People dance,
What else?
drink,
What does that lead to?
dancing and drink.
You're basically putting yourself in harm's way. You're trying to keep your woman out of danger. I know they understand that. I'm not sure why this is even a debate. We'll let them go have fun. Is there not another place that you can go have fun besides the club? Honestly and truly, you already know what it's about. You're being disingenuous.
The purpose of a nightclub, bar, or party is to provide a venue, typically for single people, to meet each other. If women just wanted to hang out with their friends, drink cocktails, dance with each other, and avoid the exhausting approaches of single men, they'd stay in.
Or they go to a painting class or brunch or something where you're not indulging in a social environment to
Absolutely.
get drunk.
Girls' night in. I assume that'd be a much more enjoyable experience. You don't spend as much on drinks. You get to eat whatever snacks you want. You can dress however you like. Company is pleasant, and you can discuss all the things that you'd like to talk about with your friends without blaring music and drunk people and crazy flashing lights. If you go out to clubs and bars, you're looking for attention from men.
Yo, women are delusional. Why do you think guys are in the club?
To smash.
Why are guys in the club, Miss Panama? Please explain.
I mean, I don't know why guys go to the club. I go to the club to dance, not
Okay,
just
guys
to
go
look
to
for
the club
sex.
to f girls. There's no benefit to us being in there. It's loud. It's expensive. The bartenders treat us like shit. The bouncer treats us like shit.
I
We
invite you
get
to go
searched.
to bashments. Trust me, guys and women there, they go to dance. They don't just go to look for people to
You think the guys just dance and they walk home with their dick?
Fellas, why are we still going to the club? Why are we still wasting our money? $20 to get in, drinks overpriced. Why? Why are we still doing this? Why are we still going to the club trying to chase women that don't give a damn about us, just gonna try to use us for a drink and then go home with their friends or to their man? We gotta stop doing this. The club is a scam, literally. A scam to waste your time. Instead of going to the club, start your business, invest in yourself, work on your craft. Stop going to the club. You should only go to the club if you're celebrating you succeeding in your business, becoming rich, or if you're paid to be there, straight up. Think about it. The only person who benefits from you going to the club is the owner. He just counting all that money while your ass is losing money. Real shit.
Today I realized that I'm actually the problem.
POV empty club. No problem.
If this was a thing that was happening in the club, I think most men would be okay with that. But it's the fact that you're putting yourself once again in a position to where a man might have trouble, and a man is trying to say, well, maybe there's other things that you can do in order to have fun. I mean, you don't have to go to a club once again. You guys know that.
Where have all the nightclubs gone? I'm 43 years old, so if you're anywhere from, let's say, 35 and up, and you live in Long Island, New York, you're probably thinking the same thing I have. Where have all the clubs gone?
And just seeing that dude walk through the club, for a lot of these modern women, that irks them because they're going out and they're going to have to go back home and realize and sip the fact that nothing quote unquote popped off. Man, come up and talk to me. And man, I've been waiting all night. Come on, make something happen. They're looking for men to provide the action. They're looking for men to provide the entertainment. And men are saying, no, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't benefit me. There's nothing that I get out of it. You have all the fun. I go home with no numbers, no prospects, no potential, nothing. Just me spending money on you so you can have fun. I'm not your dad.
Atlanta nightlife right now is not the same.
Stop it.
Especially clubs. One of the biggest clubs, one of my favorites in Atlanta, it just closed down.
3 nightclubs a week have closed in the UK so far this year. Yorkshire has been the hardest hit area, with 45% of venues being lost this year, including long-running clubs such as Wire. Venue owners have suggested that rising costs of living and a lack of essential public services are to blame for the closures, citing unreliable late-night transport and a lack of a police presence, which forces venues to spend on security and cleaning, services that should be publicly provided.
The men are ruining nightlife. simple. I've seen a lot of discourse on why nightlife is not the same across the US, and there are many factors as to why. But one of the low-hanging fruits that could really turn this ship around is the menfolk. Last night, my girls and I went on a random side quest and ended up at Damballa, where Sierra was there previewing a new album that she was dropping. As she's coming out, the men are bulldozing past us and ending up in the front. I kid you not, the first 2.5 rows were all men. And men of all sizes, but 6'5", standing in the front. I'm not going to label these men sassy because that's the patriarchy at work, but I think the better way to describe them is the gentlemen are not out. The gentlemen are at home, okay? Chivalry, like you're the man in front of me. You see that I'm in my heels and I'm trying to maintain my Naomi Campbell stoic balance, and you brushing past me. It's like, where are the manners? So now, instead of having a sea of bad bitches twerking, dancing, laughing, hee-ha-ha to your new song, you have the men in the front irritating them. So now my friends and I were like, why are we even still here? Let's go home. So now you have a sea of baddies migrating and leaving the club. That's exactly what's happening at nightlife. Because when you keep the women happy, they're dancing, they're creating energy, they're creating vibes, they're taking videos with their girlfriends, they're creating picture and PR moments for you. Instead, you have...
But can't you dance at the back though? I mean, what's the difference between dancing in the front and dancing at the back? Like you can dance, you can still hear the music. They have speakers everywhere. It's just that you want to be seen. You want to be close to the action. You think that you're more important than they are. It's a celebrity. You want to see a celebrity and dance in front of the celebrity. They want to see the celebrity. Y'all are equal. They can do anything that they want. Oh, and by the way, you're in your heels, right? So you're just as tall as a 6-foot man, so you should be able to see. All of these short kings, I'm sure there are plenty of them that aren't blocking your view.
These stoic men with their bedazzled jackets and belts standing around to Body Party. Artists like Sierra, whose main fan base is women, for the entire first and second rows to be the men is bad business, mama. Who is her fan base? Those of us who 20 years ago were singing goodies and 1-2 step, it's the girls who are now grown women. All of them to be giving us bare minimum in the front row. I see what Metro Boomin said, all right, we gonna turn this shit off because he dropped a dance album. The song say make it clap. If baddies wanna dance in the club, that's what makes the club fun. A missed marketing opportunity because the first 3 rows are blocking the bad bitches. That's what's selling the music when you have your homegirls and you dancing like it's 7 p.m. Friday. Even crazier is because I am not in the streets no more. But if this is the type of caliber of men that you meet out in the club, don't say, excuse me, stepping on toes, so inconsiderate. These are the men that you have to date. Pack it up. Pack it up. If my man were out with me and my girlfriends, he would have his hand out helping all of us step up the steps. That's the type of gentleman that I am dating. So I cannot imagine that out in the wild, there are men who are just, ugh. This is coming from someone like me who is the life of the party. All I need is one hit and some room, and baby, I'll turn your place into one juke. I am the party. And I'm telling you, who is ruining the club experience, and it is the men. We got to get them out the way. We would be able to turn this ship around just a little bit.
Not turning any ship around. Y'all don't deserve anything more than what a man does. You're no better than a man. We're equal, right? So I should have equal chance to get up there and see. Period. Oh, step back so I can have fun. Oh, pay for me so I can have fun. And then at the end of the night, that man might have wanted an autograph. And he's stepping back, he's sitting back there, not getting what he wanted. And he actually paid, by the way. He actually paid. You didn't pay. You got a free drink, you got free admission, and you want to be up at the front. Put a little skin in the game.
Welcome to the video where I explain my opinion on why the club scene has died. The first reason is that there's no difference in charge for women to get in versus men. Before you come at me crying that that's a double standard and it's not fair, you're right. Thank you. It is a double standard. It isn't fair. I didn't make the rules, God did, and where the girls are, the men will follow. When women started having to pay the same amount to enter a club as men, It turned from a female-centered event to a male-centered event, and that's why it died. And they don't even have ladies' nights anymore, anywhere. It's literally embarrassing. Second reason it's died is this whole idea of like section culture, like renting out designated areas for certain people of a certain status or not even of a status just by paying more. You go to a public place to party and you rent out an exclusive little section for your clique to be private. It's like, what are you doing? Go somewhere else. And with the section culture came...
So you're upset because somebody has exclusivity, but you're also not mad when you had the exclusivity. Meaning, when you didn't have to pay anything to get into the club, that's an exclusive right. Women only. Are you a man? Give me that cash. But now that a woman and a man have to pay pretty much the same thing, there's no longer any exclusivity. So now you're thinking, when I get in this club, I should at least be able to just find any section and be exclusive. So the man is going to have to come up and talk to me. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody has to pick me to be exclusive. And all of a sudden my status automatically that we go to the front of the line, it drops from, I don't know, a 10 all the way down to like a 4. And now I'm just like you. And now I'm out here sitting beside you, hoping that somebody's going to come up and talk to me and give me a drink. Oh, wait a minute. Nobody did. So I have to go back home disappointed. That shouldn't be. There's something that's wrong in the world. No, it's not. It's equality.
The men being the ones who were the center of attention, dancing in the VIP areas for everyone to see. And no one wants to see that, men or women. Third reason the club scene has died, in my opinion, is everyone's on their phone too much. And I don't know, maybe they just need to like have a policy where you have to put your phone away, but also like that presents other issues because wherever you go there's going to be creeps and you have to be able to have your phone on you. But I just think that the filming is like out of hand and people just being like on their phone. And are we surprised? Phones have ruined everything. Next reason is I think DJs in general, not every DJ, but a lot of them are more interested in like what they want to hear than what the party wants to hear. Like, have you ever experienced this? Like being in a car full of people and the person on aux is playing songs that like no one knows, or like vibing to like something they want to hear and no one knows the words to, and it's just like, what are you doing? That's the vibe I get from a lot of these DJs. Last reason, in my opinion, is today's hits just don't hit for dancing or partying for that matter. And there's a reason why the most fun songs to dance to are from like 20 years ago, is that none of the songs are catered towards having fun at the club. Anyway, I don't go to the club anymore, but when I did, it was dying a slow, painful death. So I hope you enjoyed my takes on this matter, and I hope for the sake of future generations that they can experience the club in the same way that millennials got to. #jealous.
The fact that club culture is dying, because a few weeks ago when I went to the club with my sister and her friends, we got into the promoter section and the promoters' friends were in the promoter section and like other promoters and stuff, and a promoter literally looked me in the face and was like, "You look good, can you scoot over though?" So that he could step up on the bench and step up on the ledge and dance with a bottle in his hand. The only other people up there were women. He literally was like, "Oh, excuse me, can I get by? You look good." And then he jumped up and started shaking ass.
I would like to start by saying I'm not a misandrist. I love men probably too much, but I do think men have completely ruined the club scene. I think these like Rufus Soul and John Summit wannabe DJs, like aspiring DJs, I really respect what you're doing, but this is not the time to show off your like niche DJ music, or like show off your technical skills. Really play what the people want to hear, play what the girls want to hear, especially because like the girls are the heart of the club scene. And that's not me being like mean to men, that's just like the truth. Is like women have always been the heart of the club scene. That's why like
promoters invite girls and not guys. Like, I don't know, it's just like they're the soul of it. I also think like men's refusal to dance in some weird way to like protect their masculinity, like really dance, is also a problem. But yeah, not all men obviously, but yeah, fix it.
Nightlife isn't just dying, it's already dead. It's not only the fact that the average Friday can set you back over 100 quid, or that licensing laws mean the nights end way too soon, but the iconic venues which called London home are dying one by one.
So I'm old and I've lived in multiple cities, and I remember there was a time when you could literally get into the club, like just because you were a girl. Promoters would come out onto the street and look for girls, offer them shots if they came into the club. Years ago, the guy at the door, he was telling me, I hate it when girls just come to the club and expect to get in for free. I don't care how pretty you are going to stand in line. I was like, oh my gosh, thinking to myself, where did I get the idea that girls go to the club and don't stand in line? Because I have.
You know what this sounds like? A woman wanting to go back to traditional values. Basically the same thing you guys are doing in relationships, or you're trying to do. Force men into the tradition that you want, while simultaneously giving the man nothing.
I have this idea in my head that girls just don't stand in line at the club. It's because now that I've been seeing all this discourse about club culture, it's because there was a time. It's like I forgot about it. It was so long ago, but there was a time when if you were a group of girls, you were definitely getting into the club for free. You were skipping the line because men bring the money and the men want to go where the girls are at, but not anymore. The men want to go where the men are at, and they just don't need girls to have a good time anymore. Specifically, remember, there was a time you'd be standing in a line outside and the man at the door would like let all of the ladies come in and the men had to stand in line. That really happened. It's all coming back to me. But now it's gotten so bad on social media. The club, DJs, they will say, oh, we have this going on tonight, but just so you know, you will be standing in line. Okay. Just tell us you don't want us there. Like, just tell us we're just one of the bros. You know? Dab us up while you're at it. This all happened in a bit of a sneaky way because everyone stopped going to the club in 2020. Clubs reopened again. We all had to stand in line in heels. I remember girls just being like, no, I'm not gonna go stand in line in my heels for hours to get in the club. We stopped going, like. We could do like a trial night. Girls don't stand in line or girls get in free. And let's just see what happens. It's worth a try. I mean, how much money are you gonna lose? We weren't gonna go anyway.
Favor, don't date the men that are in the clubs. And you date a man that is always in the club, yeah, it's fun, right? Because you have a great connect, you have a table, you're having the time of your life. But when you and that man break up, where are you supposed to go? You can't go back to the streets because that's where your man is. The whole point of going back to the streets is to not run into your ex. If you found him in the streets and then you have to go back to the streets, he's just gonna be there. Men that you see in the club should remain your friends. They should remain your friends so that when you do go through a breakup, you hit them up and you go out with them.
You know what women would probably say to men in this position? Why don't you grow a pair and learn how to handle the situation? It's the same thing when men say, I don't want to approach a woman in the club because I feel like she's going to call me a creep. Why don't you start being a man, grow a pair, and just come up to me?
And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work out with the guy that you found in the club. Like, it's just not.
I am not attracted to a man that is going to send me a Venmo request for half of a dinner bill.
Noted.
And on the contrary, nothing turns me on more than when the man I'm dating takes me out on a date he planned, picks up the tab as soon as the waiter drops it on the table, and then tips 20% on top of the total. That shit got me like, let's get out of here immediately. Let's get out of here before I bang your brains out in this restaurant.
Do for me, do for me, do for me, do for me. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get something in return. I guarantee you, by the time he opens the door to that Uber, you ain't gonna be in the mood no more. Number one. Number two, by the time you get out the front door, not even to the Uber, you're probably gonna say, you know what? I think I might need to go home. But here's my number. Maybe we can get together. And you give him a fake number. So basically, you just got your night paid for. He wasted $200 or $300, and you go home happy. Pass.
Nightclubs are dying, and here's why. I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Nobody wants a table anymore. Back in the day when on any given Wednesday, Rihanna and Kim Kardashian could be spotted shaking ass at a table, yeah, that's pretty cool. That definitely had a moment. But now, the bottles, the signs, the sparklers, ugh, boring. In 2024 alone, I partied in 17 different cities around the world. I also work in nightlife as a seasoned PR executive. So when I'm out, I do a lot of looking, I do a lot of field research, I ask a lot of questions. So this is not coming from just one market, this is a worldwide thing. Anyway, the conclusion is nobody's having fun at tables. Everyone is just like sitting there on their phones looking miserable. No one's dancing, no one's... Is clubbing dead everywhere? Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What happened to clubbing?
I will say one major reason why I feel like New York City club culture is dying is simply because the men want to be the baddie. The men are dancing behind the DJ booths. The men are not buying drinks. The men want to be approached. And now granted, this is not all men, but like majority of men now think they are the prize. So they step in these spaces and now they want to be that spectacle by other men and by women too. And so because of this, women are no longer just in this space for fun. Women can't go behind the DJ booths. Women have to focus on things like the music, like the technicalities of the experience, rather than just thriving in the experience itself. And I didn't even know how many women were actually paying to party. Personally, if I have to pay, I'm not going. Where is the list? But a lot of women are paying to party. So now it's like, well, men want to be the baddies. I have to pay to party. They're not really playing music that I enjoy consistently. I'm not having a...
I think you guys are upset that men are finally realizing that they don't have to be treated like a second-class citizen and they're the ones spending the money. Y'all's customer service is at an all-time low, and men don't really have to take it anymore.
Quick question. Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. I've been trying that for a while now. Definitely not the bars. Not at my age, because they're all like 21, 22, so they definitely don't want to be in a relationship, and I definitely do not want to be a cougar. Nothing wrong with that, just not my type. I, again, tend to go about 8 to 10 years older than me. I found out even those don't want to date for a relationship.
A big reason the club scene is dead is because everybody is super judgmental. Like, think about it. So many men nowadays shame women who go to the club and dance and enjoy themselves. And then on the flip side, it's a lot of people who record men who actually do dance in the club and make fun of them. Like, what is he doing? He embarrassing himself. He's scaring them. All of that good stuff. And it's like so backwards because I'm pretty sure if you ask a millennial or Gen X or even boomers, they didn't like, that's the point. You go to the club to dance with people, to enjoy your time, to meet people. So to go to the club and basically be a voyeur with a camera and judge those who come to the club for its intended purposes is foolish. Like, true.
You know, I find when, for a lot of these modern women, their idea of fun is taking their clothes off and showing everybody whatever they have to offer and people lusting over them. And then they get outraged when people start to lust over them, saying, you should have more discipline than to lust over me, even though I'm wearing things specifically for you to lust over me. Backwards thinking.
As a lady, paid $40 to get into the club with 1 hour left. I'm standing out of, first of all, this is the type of club where you make a reservation and you get in free, but I guess you're supposed to get there before a certain time, but didn't specify that you're supposed to get into the club before a certain time. So I'm trying to show the guy my code. The one guy talking about, oh, you got a reservation? This hating ass other man talking about, that's not good. It's $40. Why would I pay $40? Why would I pay $30? Why would I pay $20? Why would I pay $15? And then it got to the point where dude was asking me, oh, how much are they trying to charge you? I said $40. He said, hell no, they charging you $40. You're a girl. And they gonna tax the fuck out of me. Yeah. That's quick math. What are y'all talking about right now? If it's 1 hour left in the club, everything should be half price. Like, and if I made a reservation, I made a reservation. And you didn't say I couldn't come past a certain time. So it's like,
The men are ruining nightlife. Simple. I've seen a lot of discourse on why nightlife is not the same.
Hey, niece. Yeah, I'm 51, and they've been ruining nightlife. I can remember last time I was in a club, probably over 10 years now. 10, 20 years, 10, 15 years now. I just remember one time I was standing in line, waiting on a drink, and it was a few guys in front of me. And then I must have turned my head, turned back around. It was like 20 guys in front of me, all talking, laughing. They didn't care that women was behind them, stepping on our feet. Don't say excuse me. They don't buy you a drink. They don't dance with you at the club. They all group together, sit there, and just talk to each other. It's like, it's crazy. It is crazy. I remember having this same conversation almost 20 years ago, how these guys, they don't even ask you to dance. And then I remember I went out to the club with my nieces, and they were all sitting on the phone, scrolling through the phone while the club was going on. And I was just looking at them like, what is going on? So I can just imagine how the younger guys act.
Can you imagine getting on the internet and having a boldness to complain about somebody that's treating you as an equal? Well, you should put us on a pedestal. No, I'm not simping for you. Well, you should. No. Why would I sit up here and pay $50 to $100 for no reason? For you to sit up here and get online and talk stupid like this. Oh, thank you so much. And walk off. Just spend $20, $30 for you to say, hee, thank you. Who does that? Who would want to do that? In this economy? To just throw money away? What? If people are going to McDonald's and fighting over if they got hot fries or not, what do you think they're going to do in a club? If people are, I want to make sure I get the most amount of value for my money. I have to make my dollar stretch. Y'all be talking about the same thing. Oh, girl, I'll be looking for deals. Why? Because I don't have money to waste. So when a man comes into a club, he does not have money to waste. Oh, well, you're in the club, you shouldn't be here. No, I don't want to hear that. I've portioned out my money so that I can come up here and have a good time, not to spend it on you. That's your version of a good time. My version of a good time is to come in here, relax, chill with my friends, talk to my friends while we're in line, waiting for drinks. And then maybe, just maybe, if I find somebody that I want to talk to, which would be great, then I'll do that. But I'm not going to go around here spending 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks or however many drinks that you need to get in order for you to just waste my time and waste my money, just walk off from me.
Because my generation, they act just like that too. So I know it couldn't have gotten anything but worse. And I'm telling you now, you're not going to get asked to dance. They're not going to slow dance with you. They're not going to buy you a drink. It's just really pitiful. It really is. And I'm so happy that you made this video, because this has been an issue of one of my issues for a long time. Yeah, it was happening 20 years ago, child. These mugs won't even ask you to dance. Like a slow song will come on and they just will just stand there with each other. So I've been came to the conclusion that men really like men. Peace out, niece.
I personally haven't gone clubbing in over a decade. I might go to a bar here and there with my friends or a nice little restaurant or lounge, but I don't go clubbing, okay? However, what I just saw is fucking alarming. I have a suspicion that the men that are making laws on what women should do with their body, as well as the men who are suing establishments for women getting discounts or free drinks or free entry into nightclubs, are the same men who didn't get any attention in school. No attention from women, no coochie from women in high school or in college or now. Why would you fix your face to agree with that type of condition? Do you not understand that women have always been the product, unfortunately, right? They've been the product. So when men go into establishments, usually they go because they want to be around other women. Now,
times have changed. A lot of men are very proud about their sexuality, which is great, right? Maybe they want to be around other men. Maybe that's what they really want. But you can't complain and say, there's no women. Where are the women at? I don't see them. I don't see them out. How am I going to find a girl? This is the reason why. Because it's already unsafe to go to these establishments. We already get pink taxed for all the things that we need to buy to look good when we go out. And then you're telling us we can't even get in for free? We can't get a discount on a drink because you feel like we should be equal? Now, when women said they wanted to be equal, they just wanted to be able to get a job and sustain themselves without relying, without depending on a man. What's so hard to understand? What's not clicking, Steven? What's not clicking? It's not clicking, and it's embarrassing. And it also tells me that the guy who made that video about, women and men should be paying the same thing when they go to the club, all that told me was that you don't know shit about business. You don't know nothing about business. And you don't really understand the program. Because the program may be patriarchy, misogyny, but it's held up by women. Because we are the ones who birth the men that create these stupid ass systems. When women stop falling in line and falling for the okie doke, when it comes to these lawmakers and these men in their lives, show's over. Show's over. Y'all are gonna be fighting tooth and nail to just have a fraction of the attention that men used to get 20 years ago. Also, let me know that you didn't know shit about women, that we get pink tax for just about anything. There are things that we shouldn't be paying for, and we do. Okay? Also, when a woman gets dressed up, hair done, face beat, nice outfit, a lot of men think that that's an invitation to be harassed. Now, imagine that. Think about it in a club environment. Right? And now you're saying you want women and men to be equal when they're at clubs. Okay. So if a man steps over another man's shoe and he gets punched in the face and a woman accidentally does the same thing, should she be punched in the face? Or should that man be like, that's a woman, let me chill the fuck out? Or if a man is having a dispute with one dude there and the girl comes in and tries to hey, separate them, hey, you good guys, stop fighting, nah, you gonna get it too? Just by association to that one guy? Think about it for real. I'm telling you, club culture, the dating scene, all the things that make women and men come together is about to go into smithereens. Another thing, anytime I've gone out by myself or with other women to nightclub environments, I've bought myself most of my drinks. My female friends have bought me most of my drinks. I have had men buy me drinks, but you know what happens? Those men follow me around. I have to be worried about, is he going to put something in my drink, or did he already put something in my drink when he ordered it and sent it my way? Do you get what I'm saying? Most of the time we're buying our own drinks because we don't want to deal with the hassle and the harassment of a man thinking that he owns us because he spent $7.50 on a drink. So that shit, that whole, but men buy women drinks, but men... When you see a man consistently buying one woman a drink, 9 times out of 10, that's his girl. Or they're on a date and they plan to end the night together. Maybe you're seeing a bunch of guys around you that are buying different women drinks, but with the same intention, so he could dance with her or make sure that he has something tucked in for the night just in case. Then they'll say, but why go out if it's so unsafe? Do you want women to live in fear forever? Do you want them to be barefoot and pregnant in the house all the time? Because that's what it sounds like. We have to literally practice cognitive dissonance in order to go out. We have to balance out our fear and our courage, and we have to outweigh the good and the bad. This could possibly happen, but this may not happen, and this could go this way. We got to think about a lot of things. But it's just we were trained to do it for so long that it's just innate. You know what I mean? So, of course, we're going to go out and enjoy ourselves and hope to God we meet normal, decent, good dudes who are just there by a fluke. Okay?
But most of the time, yes, it is an unsafe environment. I'll go as far as to say that it's a harassment tax. Because if it's an unsafe environment for women to go to clubs, like a lot of you guys say it is, and a lot of women know it is to be true, then that's on y'all. Y'all need to educate your friends on how to comport themselves around women, right? Because here's the thing, these clubs just want women to continue to come. They want revisitors. But if women don't want to come, then they're losing money in these establishments. So it's a harassment tax. Either you get with it, or you complain that there's no women at the club and it's just a bunch of dudes on stage.
That's funny. Once again, because a man has decided to stop sponsoring your night out, all of a sudden it's a problem. Why are they dancing over by the DJ booth? Why are you the only one that gets to dance over there by the DJ booth? Why are you the only one that gets to walk up to a celebrity's face and introduce yourself? They don't know you just like they don't know him. Y'all be thinking y'all are way too important. Your head is too big for the program. This is what men continue to tell you guys. Y'all's egos are unchecked and they're out of control. Y'all think y'all should be able to push men to the side. Oh, let me get my drink first. Why? Why should you be able to walk all the way from across the club to the bar and get a drink before me? I was here first. I've been waiting. You're no better than I am. Y'all continue to try to push this narrative that y'all are better than men, whether through your words or through your actions. And men are not going for that. Y'all be mad when men, oh, what is this men going their own way? What is MGTOW? Oh, what is it? Man's loneliness, male loneliness epidemic. That's why y'all lonely, because y'all didn't give me a drink. Y'all didn't pay for my stuff. I'm lonely because I don't want to mess around with you. And if that's what it takes, I don't care. You can call me lonely, whatever you want to, but I'm not wasting money on you at all anymore.
Some black women literally be so excited to tell you about their new standard that they learned 48 hours ago from a Facebook post. They literally be foaming at the mouth to tell you what they're not gonna do for a man and what they don't tolerate from men. But that same black woman, when she sees that black man that she says she's not doing anything for, and then gotta make $10,000 a month, and he gotta have it's gotta be a $500, $600 first date. When he goes and fuck with Inyeka from Ghana because she doesn't give a fuck about him making $10,000 a month, long as it's a roof over her and the kid's head and they have, you know, a little financial stability, she loves him for him. So she's not pressed for him to make thousands and thousands of dollars a month. When he fuck with that black man go fuck with Issake from Asia, and she don't give a fuck about him, their first date being at Roof Chris and her having a $500 steak and all that different type of shit, y'all shame them. Y'all literally never keep them together. It be quietly bowing out like, okay, I'm not good enough for a black woman. Let me go over here where I'm appreciated. And y'all talk crazy about them. Call them coons, all different type of shit. And I watch this shit happen in real time. And I watch y'all literally turn into lames. Y'all turn, I watch y'all live turn into femcells.
This is what I'm willing to do, Laney. This is my wife, Laney. This is Eric. I love my wife. I want to be with my wife for life. There's nothing more in the world that I want than my wife. And I have moved my shit to Florida because you told me to. Now, I'm telling you, you're telling me I keep leaving you and I'm not helping you fight for your kids. This is what I'm going to tell you right here on camera on video for you. I am willing to drive to Florida today, move everything back and pay all the thousands of dollars. You told me the truth about everything there is to know about you and the wrongs you've caused me. I've done the same. And yet here we are today. You tell me you've never cheated on me again, right?
Nope.
And so today, you won't let me look in your phone. For what reason? Why?
Because it's not your business.
Right. It's not my business what's in your phone. We're married. We're actively together. You can have my phone anytime you want. You used to say I can have your phone anytime I want. That's what you used to say all the time. Now, all of a sudden, I showed up to her house unexpectedly, and I can't look in her phone today.
No.
Why, honey? In the rest of the world, what would you think it was?
You're nuts.
I'm nuts. I know.
You really are.
Because you don't want me to see that phone, I'm nuts. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, just let it go, brother. That relationship is over. Once you get to that point, you just gotta let it go. It's toxic from there on out, and you may end up in jail, or you just being a man, being the more aggressive person possibly. You might end up doing something that you're gonna possibly regret. Just leave, respectfully, of course. No.
When men say 100 women versus accountability, can you give an example of what you mean by that? I feel like a lot of my studs and my men can agree with this. Social media has boosted females' head up too badly. Social media made it so easy for attractive women to get attention without even blinking an eye. It's like once a girl on Instagram or TikTok go viral from like posting themselves or posting their face, bro, it's like they head just go into a different universe. Like now nobody's above them. They don't care what nobody say. They don't have respect for nobody. They don't got respect for their boyfriend, their girlfriend. It's just like, bro, like I'm too bad. I'm too bad. Like what am I doing? What am I doing with this nigga? Ain't got no money that's trying to work towards his goals for us. But I don't care because he ain't a basketball player. He ain't making $2 million a year. I got an NFL player just commented on one of my viral TikToks talking about how he want me. I'm gonna go to him. I truly believe that social media has created a bubble in the minds of women and just have taken them to a whole nother level when it comes to self-confidence. It's overly confident. And no, nothing's wrong with being very confident. I'm talking about you call that girl that went viral on every platform possible. You compliment her. You talk about some, oh, baby girl, you cute, you pretty. Oh, I know I'm bad. You ain't got to remind me. Oh, never mind, forget it. It's like they get so many likes, so many compliments on the gram, on TikTok. It's like the ones that actually come about in real life, they don't even care about, bro. Like, I'm telling you straight up to your face. I'm bold enough to tell you to your face that you pretty. You got nigga your DMs that scared to say it to your face, bro. Come on now.
In 3, 2, 1. That's right. 2-story fucking house. $100 a year. I found one on the market. Perfect. What do we think? This is so grand. This is so grand. They saying W. They saying W. Okay, guys, this is the new home. They saying W's in the chat. But is it cute? I also do need to decorate it a little bit more. And I know what you guys are thinking. It's not small at all. It's actually very big. But look, $100 a year, that's a steal, baby. We're gonna go in and I want to actually show you guys the inside. I'm so excited. Okay, somebody said looks like a stable, bitch, fuck you. Okay, let's just go in, okay, before y'all actually start trolling.